Welcome everyone to Doga Yoga. My name is Melody and today we're doing a, hello Papa, beautiful relaxing yin yoga class. So really a time for you to just savor the sensations, let go of any tension we're holding on into the body. So super soft, super sweet. So we're going to come into our child's pose for the first pose of our class today. So take your time. You might grab a pillow. I've got a blanket here to rest my forehead and chest on. Come over, take the knees wide. Hello, Bubba girl. Hello. Hello. I'm going to go underneath you. Send the fingers long, the forehead onto the earth, and just breathe. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, let go. Inhale and exhale. Start to melt any tension away and just bring your awareness into the body. Start to bring your awareness into the breath. Start to very slowly and gently unhook and detach from the planning, the problem solving, the analytical mindset. And allow yourself to slowly draw that attention, draw that energy into the here and now. Start to notice the connection of the big toes and fingers touching the earth. The knees, the elbows, the forearms, the shins. Just notice the forehead connecting with your pillow or your blanket. And the belly resting on the thighs. Start to feel the belly inhale, rise. And exhale, just start to release. Inhale. And exhale. Start to notice if you're fidgeting or moving, getting out of any nervous energy today. And just start to find a place of stillness. Calm the tapping of fingers or the wriggling of toes or the rocking side to side. And just find your center, find your place of release. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, let go. Start to notice your lower back, your glutes. And on your next inhale, observe what's going on there. Observe the sensations. And exhale, just gently release. Starting to scan for any tension in the ribs, the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. And exhale, allow yourself, give yourself permission to soften and to let go. Start to just find that ease with the rise and fall of your breath. Let go of the noise and movement. To find your place to stillness and peace. When you're ready, we're gently going to lift our forehead up. You might take the pillow or blanket out from underneath your forehead. We're just going to wriggle our fingertips towards the right and make our way back down onto the mat. So we'll feel a beautiful side body stretch here, just gently opening up our left side. Just breathing into the space with the rise and fall of your breath. Now that we've
started to calm the body, calm the mind a little bit. Let go of some of the noise and movement in the body. I'd like you to bring your awareness to that breath. That inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, just count how long it is. Give me 5, 10, 15 counts, doesn't matter. And on our exhale, we're just going to see if we can make it just as long. Inhale, count. And exhale, release, making it just as long. Breathing in, filling up all 3 chambers. And exhale, letting all 3 chambers let go. What we're doing here is starting to cultivate our Raja Pranayama, our royal yogic breath. Allowing yourself to bring in beautiful new energy. And evenly letting go of the old. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Creating a beautiful, even, symmetrical breath. Finding that beautiful release. When we're ready on our next inhale, we'll pick up our fingers and walk them towards the left, super slowly, resting the forehead on the earth. Finding that same release, that same stretch on the right side. And we don't have to go 100%. We don't have to really crane and force ourselves into this position. Often the gentle movements held consistently are what brings about greater change. So be patient with your body here. Count your Raja Pranayama, your royal yogic breath. On each inhale, feel the gentle expansion of the body. And exhale, notice the release. Notice the greater softening. Inhale. And exhale. The reason why we hold yin yoga poses for 1 minute to 5 minutes is that our body takes a little while to know it's in a safe place. We'll often try and clench and hold on, pull ourselves back from a pose from at least 1 minute. But once we've passed that place, you'll start to feel the body gently soften. Gently unfurl and get deeper. Deeper into the muscles, the tissue, deep tissue, fascia, ligaments beneath. And by simply being patient, by finding our stillness and silence, we can go into a place of deep healing, of deep change. When you're ready, we're gently going to lift our forehead up. Walk our fingertips back to center. Gently rise ourselves up into our tabletop position. Walk our knees in at hip distance. And find a little bit of stillness. Find the even balance in our fingers and toes. And the shoulder blades down the back here. And breathe. When we're ready, we're going to super gently get our right foot in between our hands. Now, you might have
a pillow or a cushion or even a blanket. And you might like to pad this back knee because we'll be here for a little while. So really get comfy, guys. Get cushy. Make yourself at home. So sink your hips down. And I want us to take our time here. The only real alignment we want to focus on here is our knee and ankle. So just so we're protecting our knee joints. So melt the hips down. Find that 50 to 60% and just really let go. You might have blocks or books handy, and you might find that to get to 50 to 60% to really back off and find that gentle place, you might come onto the hands. And just breathe. Focus back on your Raja Pranayama, your royal yogic breath, and just soften. You might notice that you're fidgeting, that you're moving, that you're clenching, holding on. Just observe. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones, and let go of the place of noise and movement. And exhale, come into that place of stillness and silence and peace. I'm working our yin energy today, and often we come into a yin class and don't really know what that means. So we have our yang energy, our masculine energy, which is where we really move our muscles, create heat in the body. But our yin is the opposite. So yang is very masculine, yin is feminine. So instead of holding, clenching, getting strength, it is complete surrender, complete softness, complete release. With our yang, with our masculine, our vinyasa practice, we focus on alignment of the joints, the activation of the muscles. But yin is much more intuitive. So we don't really go with a set alignment with yin. We just go with what feels good in our body, moving intuitively, coming in and out of the postures. So find your surrender today. Find your yin and tap into our feminine energy. That knowing intuition that we always have, that place of pondering, that place of curiosity, that place of working through things, going through circles in our own way. Always focusing on that rise and fall of our breath. Notice the tension in the body, any differences side to side, and exhale and soften. The shoulders, the jaw, the hips. Release and find your center. Find your stillness, your silence. When we're ready, we're going to very super gently. Hips go towards the heels. We're pushing into this front big toe very gently. Flexing these toes, so we're coming onto that front heel. And if you're on your blocks, just walk them back or walk the fingers back if you're on them. So we're just finding length and literally trust your intuition. Just let your body flow down. Let gravity take you and feel a gentle stretch in the hamstring, the hip, the lower back. Relax the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, and allow yourself to let go, my friends. Feel the neck grow long, let go of any tension. And just breathe. Inhale, counting. And exhale, releasing. Inhale. And exhale. Start to notice as you are patient, as you find your stillness, the body unfurl. Feel yourself literally tilting forward more degrees, allowing yourself to get closer towards the earth. Feel the muscles surrendering to your yin energy. And just
surrender and let go. We've been focusing a lot of our yin energy in our body. It's also something we can utilize in our mind and emotionally. So are there things that we are actively holding, clenching onto? Thoughts, perceptions, assumptions about the world. And what would happen, I wonder, if we applied a little bit of yin energy to our thinking, allowing us to be a little softer in our assumptions, our judgment of others, a little bit softer, a little bit more intuitive towards our own needs. So just ponder that. Take your time. And just let go. When we're ready, super slowly rise up and walk yourself forward, back into your lunge. Opening up the chest here and just releasing. So nice. Now, if you're on blocks like I am, just gently place them down. Put weight into the palms or the fingertips. I'm going to wriggle that foot back into our tabletop position. So wrists and shoulders, knees and hips in alignment. And just find your stillness here. Find your peace. Find your center. And we're gently going to push into our left hand. Rise our right hand high. Open up. And very gently thread the right hand through, reaching towards the left. Now you might have a pillow or a blanket here to rest the forehead or the shoulder on. Just make yourself super comfy. So rest the right shoulder onto the ground, the right ear, and gaze goes towards the left. Now you might just have the fingers gently twisting here. You might reach this left hand forward and just allow yourself to release. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, let go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Notice any tension in the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. And exhale, soften and release. Notice any tension in the hips, the glutes. And let go. Just find your connection. Find your Raja Pranayama, your rise and fall of your breath. Notice if you're fidgeting, if you're wriggling your fingers or just slightly clenching and holding on. Just observe and try and soften. Try and still the mind, still the body. When we're ready, we're gently going to place that left hand down on the ground. Push into it. Rise the right hand high. Open up. And then place that right hand back on the ground. Now we're going to super gently get that left foot through in between our hands and open up ourselves here into our lunge. Now you might be coming onto your blocks. Take your time. You might be on the fingertips. Just really find your place of comfort and ease. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the jaw, and release. Find your edge, find your 50 to 60%. If you need to walk the blocks a little bit back, come out of the pose a little bit, do that. Have patience with the body rather than frustration. We try and force ourselves more deeply because we think we should. That's how we cause injury. That's how we cause pain. So meet your body where it's at today. Find that patience, find that stillness, and allow you to channel your yin energy to find that surrender and release.
Notice the differences side to side. Are you way more sensitive on this side than the other? Is it harder to let go? Is it a lot easier? Get curious. Check in with your body. And exhale, soften and release. When we're ready, we're gently going to push into that big toe. Super gently. Send the hips back. Walk the blocks back with us. Come onto that heel. Flex the toes towards our face. And just let gravity allow you to surrender. Melt into this front leg and just release. Find your stillness. Find your center and just let go. And if you find your mind wandering or racing, hooking into that problem solving, that analytical side, bring your awareness back to your rise and fall of your breath, counting your inhale and exhale, making it just as long, creating your beautiful, even royal yogic breath. Feel the body start to unfurl as it knows what's happening. We've done it on the other side, and our brain can process much more easily and let go much more easily once we've already done it once. So just notice that. Can you feel yourself melting a little quicker, or is it really stiff on this side? Just notice. Soften the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. And let any last tension go. When we're ready, rise up. Make our way back into our lunge, super slow. Place our blocks down. Our hands come onto our blocks or onto our fingertips. Just bring that leg back, coming into our tabletop position once more. And find your stillness once again here. Press into the toes, the knees, the fingertips. Find your evenness, find your symmetry. And when we're ready, we're going to come in to thread the needle on the other side. So rise that left hand high. And exhale, thread the needle. Just the ear and head to the earth. You might take some time to get a pillow here. Not the shoulder blades down the back. You might send this arm long, just gently releasing. Find some stillness. Find some ease. The opposite of the two puppies currently playing on my yoga mat. Find your breath. Find that connection to the rise and fall. Let go. Allow yourself to find a bit of yin energy. Relax the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. Notice the fidgeting, notice the movement of fingers or toes, the swaying side to side, and just find a bit of stillness. Surrendering and letting go. When we're ready, we'll gently place that hand back onto the ground, our right hand. Lift ourselves up into our tabletop position. Oh, hello. Are you picking up on my yin energy, Arlo? Come on for cuddles. We're going to cross our ankles over, roll on over onto our buttocks. Hello, puppy. Hello, we're going to extend our legs out. Place one heel up and then the other. Find length here. You might take the knees a bit wider if that feels good for you as well. And then we're just going to allow ourselves to fold forward. So rest the belly on the thighs. I'm actually just going to move the mic here really quickly. Rest the belly on the thighs and let the head really relax and release. Now you might grab your shins, your feet, whatever feels good, and just surrender. This is a beautiful introspective pose, a forward fold variation. It really allows us to surrender, release, and to let go. Relax the scalp, the forehead, the neck, the shoulders. Feel yourself just release. Focus on the rise and fall of your breath. Inhale, feel the belly, ribs, the collarbones with beautiful new energy. And exhale, let go. When we're ready, we're super slowly going to rise on up. We're going to grab our blocks, have them handy so they're next to our hip. You might even grab a blanket here as well. Just have that handy. Hello, Papa. Roll on down. Roll on down. Bring the feet towards the hips and just surrender onto the mat. We're going to lift up our hips, and you can have one block, or I'm going to actually take the double block so I have extra support on my hips, or you can have one block going super high. Placing it underneath your sacrum, so between your tailbone and lower back. So you'll wriggle a little bit to find that area of just support and release. Now you might want to cover yourself in a blanket here. Just really find a comfy space. Palms can be facing up, or they can be on the belly and the chest. Just find what feels good for you. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones count. And exhale, surrender. Inhale. And exhale. In between each breath now, I want to see if we can find a little bit of stillness, a little bit of silence in our breath. So inhale, count, and pause for a moment. And exhale, release and pause. Inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the collarbones, pause. And exhale and pause. These beautiful moments of stillness and silence cast deeper relaxation in the body and deeper relaxation in the mind. When our body is completely still, our mind can become still too. No more rushing of turbulent thoughts, of problem solving of the future and past. Our mind almost becomes still like a mirror, allowing us to see more clearly inside ourselves, see more clearly the world around us, where we live in the here and now. So inhale, pause, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Flow with the breath, finding those moments of silence, of stillness, of peace. When we're ready, push into the feet. Super gently and slowly lift the hips up. Take the blocks out from underneath our lower back and just roll down gently. Take the soles of the feet together, the knees out wide. Keep the blanket on nice and cozy. And just release here. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, and just really let go. Beautiful reclined butterfly here. Find your connection to body, find your connection to breath, and find a little bit more of that yin energy, allowing the inner thighs to soften and release. Notice the soles of the feet and just the sensations, the heat of them connecting. The edges of the feet connecting with the earth. Gravity letting the knees sink closer to the earth. The hips, the glutes, the inner thighs, gently releasing tension and letting go. Notice the shoulder blades and the shoulders, and exhale. Let them release further onto the ground. Feel the connection of the elbows on the earth, the neck, the forehead, the neck lengthening, and the back of the head just melting any tension from the scalp, the forehead, the jaw, into the earth below. Find your beautiful Raja Pranayama. And exhale, melt any last tension away. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just find a place of deep surrender, deep release, stillness and silence in the body, the breath and the mind. When we're ready, we might have our hands help us guide our knees back in towards one another. And very gently bring one knee into the chest and then the other. Give yourself a hug. We're just going to gently make our way up into seated. So I'm going to rock up here. Take your time, beautiful people. Get comfy. Find that stillness, find that connection to breath. And when we're ready, one big arm circle up, overhead, fingertips touch. Back to heart center. Sending you lots of love and gratitude. Namaste.